Was it you who saved my life? I was a 9-week-old baby and in emergency care. My life hadn't started. I hadn't even taken that first step. But my life was at risk. Well, what if no one had been there to donate blood? When I was diagnosed with leukemia, my treatment required that I receive both whole blood and platelets. Thanks to everyone who donated blood, today I am alive and celebrate cancer-free. I was rushed to the hospital in a semi-conscious state. A liver biopsy detected cancer. My transplant would not have been a success without the 134 units of blood given to me. I was newly married and on a road trip. A trip that turned into a nightmare with a near-fatal accident. I lost my entire right leg, but the willpower to live remained deep within, and willpower alone would not have taken me through the 12-hour surgery. The need for blood is sudden and unplanned. Every 2 seconds, someone in the country needs blood. The sick and injured need blood for scheduled and emergency surgeries, for cancer and leukemia treatments, trauma and burn care, treatment of health conditions like anemia and heart diseases. The need increases multifold in times of natural and man-made calamities.
Disasters like car accidents, fire and trauma occur every day. These patients bleed heavily and rarely they need just only one unit. Many of these victims would need several units of blood, and these should be kept ready in the hospital by voluntary blood donation. Unless voluntary blood donation is done, these patients may not survive because the hospital may not be equipped with blood during this acute management.
I have been donating blood for the past 8 years. It could be between 20 to 25 times. I was motivated when I lost my father. He was suffering from diseases. When we took him to the hospital, and unfortunately within a few minutes we lost him. The main reason doctor advised us, we are hunting for the blood which he couldn't get in time. And that was this situation which has taught me about donating blood. If someone else has done this, probably it could have saved my father's life. And starting with that, I can start donating the blood. Probably it could save someone's parents, or could be a daughter, a wife, a grandchildren, or whoever it is like. So the Almighty has given us this chance to save one's life.
People need to understand the importance of the blood donation. There are a lot of accidents happening, and people who undergo various operations and surgeries require a lot of blood. So in case of an emergency, people may not get blood. So we have to donate blood and keep blood in stock.
Life is very important for anybody. I am running the Road Accident Helpline project, where we have already saved 7,000 accident victims. But when we have saved lives, I know the difficulty when we are finding shortage of blood. When we don't have enough donors, even bringing a patient to the hospital, and imagine the plight that there is no donors to save that life. Your blood can save another life.
Remember, blood cannot be manufactured. It has to be donated by another human being. A single donation from you can help save one or more lives. This is possible because whole blood is made up of several useful components. Each of these components can be separated from the donated volume of blood and transfused into a specific patient requiring that particular component. Hence, many can benefit from one unit of blood.
Donating blood is one of the noblest things to do. Not only it saves precious lives, it is also healthy for the donor. You'll be surprised to know that the incidence of heart attacks and heart diseases is much less in those people who donate blood regularly. This is because in men, when they donate blood, the incidence of iron overload comes down considerably, and as a consequence of which, the incidence of heart attacks is reduced by around 50%.
Ideally, anyone between 18 and 65 years of age with a minimum weight of 50 kgs and pulse rate, body temperature and blood pressure at normal. there are only a few conditions in which donors are permanently excluded. Our body has 5.5 liters of blood. Of this, 350 to 450 ml can be donated at a time, depending upon the weight of the donor. The withdrawn blood volume is restored within 24 hours and the hemoglobin and cell components within 2 months. Therefore, it is safe to donate blood once in every 3 months. The blood is collected in sterile, pyrogen-free containers with anticoagulants like CPDA or CPDA with SAGM. This prevents clotting and provides nutrition for the cells. Donated blood undergoes various tests like blood grouping, antibody detection, testing for infections, and compatibility testing with the recipient blood. Then it is stored at 2 to 6 degrees Celsius or minus 20 degrees Celsius depending on the component prepared. Subsequently, this is rushed to the recipient at the time of emergency. You can donate blood more than 150 times in a lifetime. You will not feel any pain while donating blood. It is simpler, quicker, and painless to donate blood than to receive it. As widely believed, you will not feel drained, faint, or tired after blood donation if you continue to drink fluids and have a good meal. You will not contract HIV or other infections while donating blood. Just ensure disposable syringes are used and all measures are taken to keep you germ-free. You can resume all your normal activities, but avoid strenuous physical exertion with the donation arm for about 5 hours. Donating blood does not risk one's life, but a person may die for want of it. This is the thought that was deeply rooted in the mind of Arun Gokuldas. Arun Gokuldas has donated blood a whopping 151 times, helping to save numerous lives. At the age of 66, he still donates blood once a year.
You should donate blood without fear. Every year, if you're an adult between the age of 18 and 60, if you don't have high blood pressure, if you don't have cancer, you don't have jaundice or hepatitis, you are the fittest person to donate blood. If you have diabetes also, you can donate blood. Donating blood, go to the nearest good blood bank and they will take all the precautions. And then you donate blood, come back within half an hour. You don't have to take rest after taking blood. Take some snacks, you'll be back to your job. New blood starts getting produced in the body and you will get energized. By giving blood, you have a feel-good factor. I'm extremely proud to be associated with the Lions Club, especially led by Mr. Alaudeens. He has done a wonderful job in promoting the Lions blood donation program.
In Coimbatore, the Blood Foundation has been working relentlessly to create awareness on blood donation. And the man behind this noble mission is Lion M. Alaudeens. For over a decade now, Alaudeens has been committed to ensure that no one loses life because of lack of blood. By setting up the Blood Foundation, Alaudeens has set in motion a movement that has provided succor to people who need blood during emergencies. The center is committed to building up an extensive database of blood donors who would respond to requests for blood and also get more people to participate in this movement.
Our lion friend Alaudeens has been doing this noble service for the past so many years, almost more than 10 years. People from various parts of the country utilize the services of Lion Alaudeens, and I really appreciate Alaudeens for this noble cause.
I donated blood for almost 35 times the last 15 years. During college period, it was during the blood donation camps arranged by different hospitals. We were donating blood. After college life, we had a real situation wherein one of our relatives needed blood desperately, and Mr. Alaudeens enabled us to get blood, which saved his life at that point of time. This brought me back to this blood donation saga again. Whenever I get a chance for donating blood nowadays, I do it as a duty to return it back to the society without giving importance to the caste, creed or the religion to which the recipient belongs to.
Alaudeens' efforts have not gone unrecognized. He has been awarded the Lions International President's Certificate of Appreciation 3 times. In association with the Lions Club, he has conducted over 50 camps and received blood from over 10,000 people and provided blood to over 5,000 patients during emergencies.